All right, here we go. Boom. The table below. Get out your graphing calculators because you'll probably need them at some point along here. So let's get ready here. The table below shows a percentage of male and female populations in a certain country employed in the workforce. The selected year is 1970 to 2005. What is the trend going on here? This was a quiz question that a couple of you missed. What happens with the men? They go down, 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 up. So, what obviously would it be? A decreasing trend until 2000, then a slight increase. And then what 5-year interval did it change the most? 85 to 90. Boom. Okay, that's not too hard. How do we solve this? What's the first step in that? Add the 3 square root of whatever is going on. So x plus 3 equals 3 square root of x plus 21. And then what do we do both sides? Square it. Now, some of you guys had issues squaring both sides. X squared plus 6x plus 9, that side shouldn't be a problem. When you square this side, it becomes 9 times x plus 21. When you square a square root, you get what's underneath. Okay? Then we simply go x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 9x plus 189. Move that to the other side. X squared minus 3x minus 180 equals 0. Factor x minus x plus, what would it be? 50 and 50 and, no, not quite. 45? 45 and something? What's 180 divided by 45? Oh, it's 12 and 15. Thank you. 15, 12. So x equals 15 and x equals negative 12. Only one of these answers is going to work. When there's a square root involved, generally only one of them works. If we put in a 15, 15 plus 21 is 36. Square root of 36 is 6. So this is 6. 15 plus 3 is 18. 18 minus 18 is 0. 15 works. I doubt if negative 12 will work. Put in negative 12, you get 9. The square root of 9 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. But negative 12 plus 3 minus 9 does not work. Okay? All right. Automobile rental. It charges $23 per day plus 6 cents per mile. Okay? If she drove for 102 miles, you just stick 102 in there. Okay? If she paid $42.68, you take $42.68 and set it equal to 23 plus 0.06 m and solve. Okay? Can you do that? Okay, I'm not going to go through that. That should be easy enough for you to do. What type of equation does that look like? A what type of equation? Linear, quadratic, cubic, quartic, square root? Linear. Okay. What is the slope? Positive or negative? Negative. That's the only one with the negative slope. That's linear positive. That's linear positive. This one goes like this. This one goes like this. Okay. Is that a function? Yes, no. Yes, it passes the vertical line test. Is that a function? Yes or no? No, it does not pass the vertical line test. What's the domain of this function? Is there anything to limit the domain? No, so it's negative infinity to infinity. Is there anything to limit this domain? Absolutely. You can't have 1 in the denominator. So 1, there'll be something going on. Now, what you could do is graph it on your graphing calculator and see that it's A. Or you could take out an x and you get x minus 1 over x minus 1. X minus 1's cancel, so y equals x should be the graph with a hole at 1, which is that graph. Okay? Is there a point of discontinuity at x equals 1? There's a hole there, so is there a discontinuous there? Yes. And is it removable or non-removable? This one is removable. Okay? AP Calc, we're going through continuity, removable, non-removable discontinuities right now too. Okay? So you're getting a jump start on some of this before you take Calc in the future. Some of you won't ever take Calc, but some of you will. If you are going to major in any kind of engineering or business or math or anything like that, even medical school, you probably will take calculus. Okay, so you got to be ready for that. All right, increasing, decreasing. Okay, where's the graph? Okay, 2, -1. At 2, -1, oh, that's this point right here. That's that point. Because you got to look at the graph. It's a 10 by 10, and it goes -50 to +50. It goes from -10 to 10. And so this one's probably 2. So 2, -1. What does that look to be? A local max. Okay. 5, -10. 5, -10 should be right here. So that's neither. 8, -21 should be here. So that looks to be a local min. And where is it increasing? Well, it increases from here, well, actually from -infinity all the way up to here, which we just said was 2. And then if this is a local minimum, then from 8 all the way up to infinity, it should be also increasing. So, which one matches that? Well, this one does. Okay, where is it decreasing? Well, it's right in between those, from 2 to 8. Uh-oh. What do they... No, I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that. But that's the answer we have to go with. You know why I don't agree with that? Because it's brackets instead of parentheses. Should be parentheses in my book. Okay, when you see double absolute values, that's where you get the straight line going on. So it's either A or C. Okay? So if you solve this, it should go flat line from -5 up till a +2, which would be choice A. Okay? If you don't know, what should you do? Graph it on your graphing calculator. Do you guys know how to put in absolute values on your graphing calculator? Yes. Don't be shy and you know, not say that you don't, you know, because I can show you how to do it if you don't know how. Okay? All right. So it increases on this part from 2 to infinity. It decreases on this part from -infinity to -5, and it's constant from -5 to 2. Now, that one, because of absolute value, I still say it's like that. I wonder if they agree with me. Yeah, this is a fairly long test. So they say included. It is not included in the world of calculus. All right, well. So if you get this wrong because of brackets or parentheses, if you put parentheses and they wanted brackets for where it's increasing, decreasing, and that, I will count it right. I'll go back and overrule the computer because it should be parentheses, okay? Because it can't be brackets there. They're wrong. All right, which one is this? What does this look to be? What type? In general, the general equation. Cubic, x cubed, okay? What happens is it's moved to the left. So is that a plus inside parentheses or a minus inside parentheses? A plus. So it's a plus inside parentheses, and it should be cubed. Oh, there it is. I couldn't see it for a while. Okay. Increasing. Does this increase all the way? Yeah. Yes. The integer function I'm going to leave. I don't call that increasing. Cosine goes up and down. No. E to the x. Does that increase the whole time? Yeah. Yes, it does. This one does increase the whole time. This one decreases the whole time. This one increases the whole time. Not. This one, not, because it goes down and then up. This one increases the whole time. How many are we supposed to have? 6? Yep. This one, not. This one, yes. Okay. All right. F plus g of x. X squared plus 5x plus 4 minus 4. The domain is all real numbers. Okay. F minus g of x is x squared minus 5x plus 4. Be careful with the signs. Okay. Negative infinity to infinity. F times g is 5x cubed minus 4x squared. Anything to limit the domain? Nope. Negative infinity to infinity. F of g of 9, you stick the 9 into the g function. 9 plus 5 is 14. So you get the square root of 14. Put the square root of 14 in here. Square root of 14 squared is 14 plus 16 is 30. G of f of negative 2, put negative 2 in here. You get 4. 4 plus 16 is 20. Stick the 20 in here. Square root of 25 is 5. Any problems with that? All right. What ordered pairs work? If you put a 6 and a 1 in, it doesn't work. You put a 1 and a negative 3 in, it doesn't work. You put a 3 and a negative 5 in, and it works. So far on that question, every time I've done it, the first two have worked and the last one, or the first two haven't worked and the last one has worked. But does that mean it's going to be that way on the test? Not necessarily. Okay? All right, so that was everything up until the quiz. Now parametric equations, which are easy. Okay? Stick 3 in for t. So this is 15 and then 18, correct? Is that a function? No, it is not a function because it does not pass the vertical line test. Is that a one-to-one relation? Yes. So the inverse is a function because it passes the horizontal line test. So that's that one. Okay? The function is one-to-one. Find its inverse and domain. To find its inverse, what do? Switch the x and y. X equals 9y minus 3. What do we do first? Add 3. X plus 3 equals 9y. Divide by 9. X plus 3 over 9. Is there anything to limit the domain? No. There's no variable in the denominator. There was never a variable in the denominator at the start, so we're good. Is that a one-to-one function? Yes, it is. The function is one-to-one. It has an inverse. So the inverse, I think, is C. Because if you just do the points, negative 2, 2 is that point. If you switch them around, you get 2, negative 2. Which graph has 2, negative 2? Well, it's this one. All right. From here to here, what did we do? What does this plus 7 move? Left 7. What does this do? Up 8. So it's A. So a vertical stretch, when it's a vertical stretch, is it inside the parentheses or outside the parentheses? Outside. Anything vertical is outside. So y equals 7x squared, and then a shift to the right of 5 units. Shift right or left is inside the parentheses. Right 5 is with a minus sign. So it should be that. We good? Know your chart. A of a rectangle, okay, mathematical equation for this. A of a rectangle whose length is 16 more than its width, x. So if this is x plus 16. How do you find area? How do you find area? Base, length times width, base times height, x times x plus 16. There you go. Employees' new salary after getting a 5% raise. What was the salary before the increase of pay? Okay. Was it 95% of this? Or should we take this and divide it by 1.05? The second one. Okay. A 5% raise is 105% of your salary. So to find the original salary before the raise divided by 105%, which is 1.05. Somebody calculadora, por favor. 24,100. Generally on this test, this problem will come out to be a number that is not dollars and cents. If you would get $23,935.47, you probably did it wrong. Okay? It should be, a nice number. That's it. Hey, that's it. Okay, there's a practice test. You can take it. It is not graded. If you choose not to take it because you're lazy, then you're only screwing yourself. Sorry I used that type of language, but, sometimes you have to hear it. Oh, I didn't make the practice test yet. I got to make the practice test really quick here. It'll take me a second.